Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Wally, and you are now tuned into Playboy Hustlers TV.
Hey, this the king of melodies beat.
Hey, check this out. Right now, we're going to dive into some Candice Owens, where she going to talk nothing but realness. You understand what I mean? Yeah, I know y'all probably came and said, what are you about to say about her? She be speaking her facts. Even though sometimes people disagree, listen, she about to speak what she speak, do how she do. You understand? So sit back and react, baby. Let's see what she gonna talk about. We already know this got to do with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. A lot of people don't realize, man, listen, he ain't get that time for what he did. He got the time because he blew trial. You understand what I mean? So with that being said, she gonna explain it how she explained it. Let's go, baby.
So let's take a look at something that's going on at the exact same time that is considered not justice, according to the public. Justice served in the matter of George Floyd. Justice not served, apparently, in the matter of Tory Lanez. Now, let me quickly jog your memory for those of you that do not follow hip hop culture. I did bring the story to you many months ago because I was shocked and floored that this individual was being celebrated by so many Black Americans who were saying that he wasn't guilty when he so clearly was. So Tory Lanez is a rapper. He was at one point dating another rapper named Megan Thee Stallion. Now, to make it clear, I'm not a fan of Megan Thee Stallion's music. She is one half of the WAP duo with Cardi B, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So Tory Lanez, as a fact that is appropriate for you to know, is not a citizen. He's not an American. He's not a United States citizen. He's actually a Canadian.
And that's why he took it to trial. He didn't want to take the plea deal because if he would have took the plea deal, then they would automatically, deport him back to his country, and then he can no longer come back. You understand me? And if he can't come back and his music is American based, then, well, his money gonna go low. You feel what I mean? With that being said, I don't know what he was thinking about taking it to trial with the witness being there taking a stand. You can never take a case to trial with the witness taking a stand who actually was injured. You understand what I mean? So yeah, man, he took a wild card with that one right there. But now with that being said, even if he gets an appeal, I mean, an appeal may be for less time. I don't see him walking away from this 100% unless someone else said they did it. You know what I mean?
Well, he has just been sentenced to 10 years in prison on Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court for a
That is ridiculous, yo. 10 years. You might as well say his career is finished.
He's actually a Canadian. Well, he has just been sentenced to 10 years in prison on Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court for assaulting Megan Thee Stallion. Now, I'm not talking about just punching her. I'm talking about the fact that he shot her. So if you're wondering, how on earth could the crowd be sympathetic to someone that just shot a Black woman? The same people that are talking about injustice, things that are being wrong to Black people. How could they possibly stand behind him? Well, the story went like this. They left a party at Kylie Jenner's house. They were in a car. I think that everybody was inebriated in the car. It was.
And one thing you got to realize too, in LA, you can't run around bare. If you understand what I mean, you need protection for some reason. Otherwise, they will catch you slipping in their status. And even though you don't have to be a celebrity, but if you're out there and you're looking rich and wealthy, trust me, you're going to be a target. You're going to be a meal on the plate. You know what I mean? So you need protection. But there was no reason for him to be caught in this kind of situation, period. You know what I mean? A real G don't get caught up in situations like that. And that's no disrespect to him, but hey, it is what it is, yo.
Tory Lanez. It was also Megan Thee Stallion's best friend. Her name was Kelsey Harris, along with another individual, a bodyguard that was in the car. Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion got into a fight, a verbal dispute. He then pulled out a firearm as she was getting out of the car, and he said, "Dance," and began firing at her feet.
I'm laughing not because of what happened. I'm just laughing because how it was said. You know what I mean? I don't think it happened 100% like that, but regardless, my man, you're not supposed to be caught up in any situation where you're gonna injure a female. You shouldn't be injuring no female, first off, right? I don't condone any of that. But at the same note, you shouldn't be caught in that situation, brother. For real, for real. I mean, you look crazy out here. How a man look getting caught in a situation like that? You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna, like, how can anyone respect you as a man? You feel me?
He got her. She got shot in the foot. One of the things that happened was Kelsey Harris immediately texted somebody and she said, "Help, Tory shot Meg." Case closed. Until, of course, it was time for him to face his trial, despite Megan Thee Stallion having been hospitalized for 4 days and undergoing surgery. And Tory, throughout that period, texting Megan Thee Stallion and offering her hush money. Yeah, he actually wrote her a text message that read, "I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing."
Wow. You hear that? So, homeboy just kept incriminating himself left and right over and over again. You know what I mean? He basically dry snitched himself, if you ask me. Y'all let me know in the comments, all right?
He's offering hush money. Despite all of that, when the time came for him to face trial, he pled not guilty. Not only did he plead not guilty, he then decided to essentially have everybody engage in a conspiracy theory that she was lying about being shot. He started trolling her in his music. He had a line in one of his songs that said, "How the F you get shot in the foot and it didn't hit no bones or tendons?" That's not what the doctors testified throughout.
Yeah, so, all odds was against him. There was no way he was going to win this. He should have just took a plea, keep it moving, take a slap in the wrist, and get out of here and figure something new out. At least he got his freedom, and he got time to recoup, rebrand, and do something different and change his ways at the same time. But no.
This trial, but she was very clearly shot. They were pulling out bullet fragments in her foot. She had to go through physical therapy to learn how to walk again. And then on top of that, when she got home, she had to face the masses of people who were convinced that she had lied because Black men can do no wrong. Even when they literally shoot somebody when they're upset.
See, I feel like what discredited Meg a lot was just the way she was moving. So a lot of people just was like, I don't think people like him more than her. It's just the situation and circumstance, you know what I mean? But, the proof will be in the court, you know what I mean? Or should I say, it's not what they know, it's what they could prove. So unfortunately, that's what was proven in court.
So that's the reason, by the way, him pleading not guilty, also harassing her in public. That's the reason that prosecutors sought a very hefty sentence for the rapper. They were going for 23 years. He only got 10.
You hear that? 23 years? They was trying to cook him. I mean, I know people that actually injured people in the same fashion, but it was, man against man. And they didn't even do nowhere near that time. That's crazy.
Because after the shooting, he launched a campaign to humiliate her and to re-traumatize her. And they believe that he weaponized misinformation on social media to turn public opinion against Megan Thee Stallion. They are correct. At his conviction, he was found guilty of all 3 charges that they had brought against him, which was assault with a firearm, illegal possession of a firearm, and negligent discharge of a gun for shooting the plaintiff. Now, if you're thinking that sounds like justice, then you just haven't been breathing air in America lately. Did you hear me? Black men can do no wrong, even when they shoot someone. So when his sentence, which was remarkably reduced to 10 years because of some ridiculous Californian incentive not to keep criminals in prison, instead of being 23 years, it was 10 years. And here are just a few of the social media comments after people found out that he was going to prison for 10 years. This woman writes, 10 years? No effing way. She was so distraught, but went out the following night.
Like I said, is how she was moving. Look, public opinion matters a lot, how they perceive it. You understand what I mean?
That's the role her lawyers told her to play. The entire situation is effed up. I don't know if he did or didn't, but 10 years is crazy. I know manslaughter cases that didn't get 10 years.
Like I'm saying, you guys got to understand, right? He did not get 10 years for the actual crime. He got 10 years because he took it to trial. When you take something to trial, they will give you up to the max. Sometimes they will give you the max. Fortunately for him, they gave him below the max. You get what I mean?
The officer who killed Breonna Taylor got no time. But that goes to show you money holds the power to everything, and that Rock Nation money long. So that's just a woman saying, F you, Megan.
Yeah, she wildin'. Listen, at the end of the day, the people who had the power in their hand was the DA. All right? So I don't know about this Rock Nation stuff.
What's the big deal? You just got shot in the foot. What are you complaining about? I mean, I don't know if he did or didn't do it, but all I know is that we better not be locking up a black man for 10 years. Great take. Next individual, same sentiment. Virtually no evidence, no gun residue. Or just like to pause and remind you, she went immediately to the hospital and she had to have surgery and had to have fragments of a bullet removed from her. Then she had to go through physical therapy to learn to walk again. But this woman says virtually none of that is evidence. She goes on to say, Meg committed perjury. Everybody was drunk and barely knew what happened they damn selves. And the most logical culprit is walking the streets free.
You see now, like I said, this is public opinion, but they really don't know the in-depth of what's going on. That you would have to actually go to court and see what's going on. You have to read the discovery. You have to go so in depth. It's simple. It's not as simple as they're putting it. It's nowhere near as simple as the people who's tweeting these comments, the way they're putting it across. It's nowhere near that simple.
Tory was deaf going down for the gun charge, but the assault, damn. George Zimmerman still walking around this bit like nothing happened. Welcome to the life of black men in America. Yes, thank you. Welcome to the life of black men. It's horrible. Imagine being a black man. You can't even shoot somebody and get away with it. It's very stressful.
And she ain't lying. Especially living in New York, you're not allowed to protect yourself. You got to sit there and just risk the danger.
Very, very stressful. This next guy, this has got to be the craziest comment of them all, writes, y'all put a killer behind bars for 6 years in some cases, but y'all will lock a brother up for 13 years for shooting her in the foot? She lucky he ain't cap her right then and there.
These are people who don't really understand how the law works. Again, he blew trial. When you blow trial, you're going to get double digits. You understand? That's just how it works, unfortunately.
Tory don't deserve no damn 13 years in state for a shot to the foot. Sensitive mofos everywhere nowadays. Like, y'all have to cry about every little thing. I fought my cousin and literally got stabbed in the back, but I didn't cry.
Hold on. What he said? He fought his cousin and literally got stabbed in the back. Nah, he's wildin'. This is ridiculous. Who's gonna say something so ignorant like this? Why would you say you fought your cousin and literally got stabbed in the back but didn't cry, nor did you call the police because you're not sensitive? That got nothing to do with being sensitive, my man. Listen, you got a weird family if you ask me.
Nor did I call the police because I'm not sensitive. Closed and healed up in like 4 days. Oh my God. You're being sensitive. Guys, why are we being sensitive? You just shot her in the foot. Oh, you're a big crybaby. Ooh, you got shot in the foot.
You see her face? Yo, she got me weak right now.
So what? I got stabbed in the back. I didn't say anything. That's his take. Yeah. You're just a sensitive person if you get shot and you're upset about it. So if you're wondering about the state of Black America, that's where that is.
Hey, she got some major points. You understand what I mean? You know, we're very selective. I've been noticing that. The whole world is selective. You know, even down to the streets, people want to be selective. You know, people want to say certain snitches are valid because they got money. Then they want to say certain artists can get away with certain things because they're a big fan of them. So, hey, I know I'm not the only one. Who can see this, all right? So if you agree, go in the comments, run it up. Let me know your thoughts, baby, all right? In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. I'll see you in the next one. Love, y'all.